and gentlemen, welcome to another week of professional wrestling. This is Wrestling News and Brews. My name is Uce, and right here next to me is my co-host Jescomayne. How we doing this week, brother?
Hey man, we're doing it good. It's a great week for wrestling. I gotta say, it was
Great week.
Great week.
So much stuff happening throughout that weekend. Let's go ahead and let's roll right into it. Starting from the top, Monday Night Raw. Talking about, we opened up with the number one contenders match between Alexa Bliss and Bailey,
That's right.
which was a great match. You know what I mean? It was really great, and you're starting to see these. You're starting to see Alexa Bliss's shades of her of Bray Wyatt start to get incorporated in her matches. I don't
Right,
know if you
right.
noticed that.
And before that happened, Oos, I was checking in that they had WWE main event at the beginning of Raw, and we had
That's right.
Kylie Ray had debuted it, so that was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, she's
Um,
her name is now Brianna Ray, I believe, which is
right,
actually
yeah,
her real name in what's called outside of kayfabe, which is really awesome. I mean, she's had her ups and downs, right, recently in the past few years dealing with professional wrestling. She was with Impact, I believe, and then AEW. But man, it's good to see her. You know, she seems like a great uh what you call a great character that these PG children audiences can get behind and can really elevate them. You know what I mean?
that's right. That's your new Bailey right there. That's a for sure.
That's your new Bailey. I was just thinking that. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's really good. But
and
yeah,
I noticed that what was it that who was it? Bianca Belair, or I think it was what's her face? I can't really think right now. We're just talking about her right now. I'm not even playing around.
Bianca
Uh,
Belair and Alexa Bliss.
yes, she even teased the sister Abigail, and
Yep.
once she teased that in the Titantron, you see those white flash. That's exactly what you're talking about right now. So,
Yep.
man, it's gonna be wild. What's gonna happen with
It's gonna
that,
be.
because it's going somewhere for sure, man.
It's going somewhere, man. And we'll get to the Bray Wyatt storyline as well. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy because both of those storylines are going in different directions. But for somehow, at least we know within the next few months or so, they're gonna cross paths, which is gonna be great. You know what
that's
I
for
mean?
sure. Hey, who knows? Maybe the Rumble. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of
You know?
things happening at the Rumble for sure.
Hey, this is Triple H's first Rumble, and I'm excited. And you lucky motherfucker, are gonna be there, man.
Hey, I'm gonna record every damn thing. I'll even let you know what happens after the whole Rumble. Just to see what happens the beginning to the end. Let you guys know for sure. And also, we had AJ Styles versus Chad Gable, which was a great match, man. Those guys can
Dude,
wrestle. I mean,
they can, man.
that is what makes Raw. Like SmackDown has been holding it down for this whole damn year, but
Yep.
that's really what makes Raw when you have matches like that. AJ Styles versus Chad Gable was amazing.
We talked about it last week how Chad Gable is one of the most, or is probably one of the best technical wrestlers in not only just WWE but in professional wrestling as a
For
whole.
sure.
And we also talked about when you put guys against AJ Styles in any kind of match of any capacity, it's
Right.
going to be great because he's the greatest. He's one of the greatest workers, probably of all time with in ring, and it's been said by many people that he's one of the best in ring guys. So when you have guys like Chad Gable and AJ Styles,
Right.
great talents put on a match, you can never be disappointed, bro.
And also, man, that Tozawa backstage segment when he was chugging that cup and getting all
Yeah,
crazy with
with the Street Profits.
that's right.
I
Oh
love
my god,
I
bro, that
love the
was
direction
classic.
they're going. I
Yeah.
love the direction they're going with Tozawa, man. He's so charismatic in his own way. He barely speaks English,
Right.
and but you can tell through his emotions and his character. Dude is buying in 100%, man. That's awesome.
It's great to see it, man. It just reminds me of Taka and Funaki. It just reminds me of
Yep, the
maybe
Kai and
some
Kai.
Jimmy Wang Yang. I mean, it's
Jimmy
it's
Wang,
cool.
yay! None
It's
of
cool
these young
shit, man.
none of these young cats don't know nothing about no
Hey,
Jimmy.
and not only that, bro. That is true. Not only that, but what about to Jerry, bro? To Jerry was another great one.
Another great dude. Uh, Yoshihiro Tajiri back in ECW, who made his debut with WWF as well, I think he was William Regal's assistant, I believe.
Yeah.
Even same thing with what Akira is doing, right? Akira Tozawa is doing, like the same
Yeah,
thing
they
with
played
that.
off each other really well. I'm glad that you
Right.
brought up William Regal and Tajiri, man. That was so great back then, bro. I
It was
love
so
that.
great, man, and it's these Japanese talents, man. It's so easy to use them in a way where they'll be entertaining, and they're always more than not really entertaining in the ring too, man. So But speaking of Japanese talent, we go to the main event and we see Asuka, who's actually giving us shades of transitioning into a new character. She took
Right. Okay. What is that
no
about?
face paint. Well, what the wrestling community is talking about is they feel that she's transitioning
Joining the
back
Wyatt.
into
Right.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, joining the Wyatt, but she's transitioning back into her Joshi days, her pre WWE days as Kana.
Kana.
And it's crazy to see because I actually went back and watched some old Kana matches from before she was in WWE, and man, she's it's the psycho clown killer gimmick that she had, man. She portrayed was fucking awesome, dude. They said they weren't ready for Oscar, man. I don't think they'll be ready for Kana because
Yeah, because they brought out a little Kana with her face paint, but
yeah,
let's see the actual character, bro. That's
let's
gonna
see it.
be sick.
That's how Triple H needs to do is start buying in on these on giving these guys a little bit more wiggle room with their creative, man, and just see what they can do. And you let Oscar be Kana, man, you never know, man. Possibilities are endless, brother.
Right. Hey, bro, what did you think about that Lashley versus Seth Rollins? I actually kind of liked how it finished. I mean, I like the pedigree. I mean, he's won that before. That spear into a pedigree actually won him that WWE championship against Roman
Yep,
Reigns
it
at
did.
Money in the Bank, or was it TLC? It was Money in the Bank, right? That
Money
same
in the
night.
bank. Yep.
That was a see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a great way to finish that for sure.
Those quick little spots that lead into big moments, just like that. Just like speaking of Rollins, when Rollins was trying to hit the curb stomp on Randy Orton at WrestleMania, I think 32, turned into
Right.
one of the greatest
RKO.
RKOs we've ever seen.
That's
Just those
right.
quick little unexpected moments out of nowhere. Man, you get a great pop. And uh, speaking of that match, my favorite part of that match has to be at the very end when Adam Pearce called Bobby Lashley a motherfucker and fired him.
Bro, I completely forgot about that part where he called him that. I had damn,
Called him
that's
a motherfucker.
wild.
You talk about rated PG. I don't know, but he sound kind of PG-13 to
Dude, that
me.
was badass, bro. Now that you mentioned that.
Great.
What do you think about that? Like they even he even clarified it the next day saying that oh no, he was not fired. I was just mad and this and that. Where do you think is going with that? Because I feel like it's going somewhere with Lashley.
We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, man. Like you give Lashley, I think Lashley's. I feel like he's going in a direction where he's gonna eventually get a stable. It's just my gut feeling, and
Yeah, I mean the
who
Hurt
else
Business
better?
might be coming back.
That's what I'm saying. Who else better than the Hurt Business to be alongside Bobby Lashley? You never know, brother. I mean, it's WWE starting to recycle a lot of these older storylines and angles that they used to have that were hot back in the
Right.
Triple H era, and they're bringing it back now where it's actually even more popular than it was before. And the fans have always been asking for many months now to reform the Hurt Business, and
Right. I mean, that was a great stable for sure.
we just got to get MVP away from that monstrosity of Omos, who's nothing but
Yeah.
a sinking ship right now.
Really boring, bro.
Really
But
boring.
Oos, moving on to NXT.
Mhm.
Grayson Waller interrupting Roxanne Perez as she comes.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking entertaining, bro. I just anything that dude they say Mello can't miss, Grayson Waller can't either,
Oh,
bro, because he has been fire ever since, bro. Ever since he
yeah.
was on NXT, it's just he's been tearing it up, man. Shout out to Grayson Waller, bro.
I enjoyed the way he came from the parking lot out into the back of
Right.
the risers inside the NXT arena, and it was funny because he opened up the promo like just speaking out blatantly about himself, acting as if Roxanne's not there, and I was like, oh,
Yes, and
blast.
she's just like, Grayson, like trying to get his attention. But yeah, the most entertaining guy right now in NXT for sure, for
Yes,
sure.
oh, off by a mile. Definitely, he's the most entertaining, and he has the most charisma, I think, on NXT. Besides guys like maybe Braun Breaker, who also has great promo skills. Just Grayson Waller's all around characteristics
For
of his
sure.
gimmick. It's buyable, man. It's money. You can tell you can market that guy.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
and
And then
WWE,
also we had Wesley versus Dijak.
yeah.
Oh
Oh no, no, that
wait,
was
wait.
Wesley
Stacks,
against
Stacks,
Stacks.
Stacks
And
Lorenzo.
Stacks. I'm a fan of Stacks, man. I feel like he's they're building him up to be another guy who could be, I guess, a solo act on his own. But eventually, I feel like he's gonna turn on Tony Two Dimes, man.
Yeah.
But
Me and my brother were actually just laughing about him, bro. We were saying, "Oh, he
yeah,
looks like MJF. Oh, he looks like this guy. He
he
looks."
does.
We're
He
just
looks like,
clowning on him, bro.
dude. He looks like the guy that just beat Jericho. We'll talk about Dynamite, but
Oh yeah, bro.
production
Oh my god, we will get eventually
he look,
to Dynamite.
but he looks just like him. I'm like, dude, man, this is crazy. But that match was great, and then the way the match ended too, with Dijak coming out on the
Dijak
stage,
appearing
staring him
exactly.
down, just to give Tony the opportunity to take a shot at Wesley when he's not looking. Maybe it sets up a triple threat between Tony, uh, Dijak, and Wesley. Although I don't see Wesley dropping that title anytime soon, man.
Nah, he's gonna hold on to it at least until Vengeance. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
Uce, your favorite wrestler on NXT, Big Body Javi. Let me just talk about this guy, man. He is terrible
oh,
on the mic. This guy thinks
terrible.
he's entertaining and fast talking, bro. You are none of it. I don't know where they found this guy, but
Oh my
shut
goodness,
it down. Shut it down.
dude.
Send him back. I mean, wherever the hell he came from, send him back, bro.
Send him to fucking main
On
event. Send him
uh,
to fucking Saturday. Send him to what you call
Saturday Night Slam.
Saturday. Send his
Oh,
ass
is
to
that
AEW.
Saturday morning slam?
Send him to AEW Dark Elevation, man. That's
YouTube, yeah,
exactly.
send him on YouTube, bro, because he is unwatchable. I'm not
He,
trying to be like, oh, this guy's a heel or this guy's a bad guy. No, he sucks.
he sucks, man. And it's I hate I hate judging them. I hate judging guys because what they do is not easy. But fuck, at some point, when you have the best coaching in the in the entire world of professional wrestling at the
Right,
NXT Performance Center, eventually you got to catch on. You know what I mean? And that's why Triple H or they'll say that NXT and WWE have this thing where they're giving these NXT talents and new signees X amount of days and months to get better and show something, or they're gone.
right.
Get this guy the fuck out of here, man. This guy
Yeah.
sucks, bro.
No, yeah, he does.
Oh,
Um,
brother.
real quick, just talking about that. What do you think about Triple H's comments where he was talking about that he's kind of unhappy with the roster right now? Like, how do you feel about that? Or who right now do you think is like is just
Hit
downhill?
row.
Besides it, Roll. Oh, let me
Okay.
finish. Besides it, Roll.
Besides it, bro. I mean, like, well, guys who've come back and have like probably not had the best, uh, I guess, or have not had the best hype. I hate to say it, but I feel like Braun Strowman hasn't really,
Yeah, it's a letdown, kind of.
has
Yeah,
it's kind of a letdown. I mean, I get it. He's a marketable guy. They can make money off of him because, kids can gravitate to this monster and whatnot. He's a great marketing guy, but in terms of, you know, of matching the level of hype that you are supposedly bringing to the product, I don't think he meets it. You fucking give him a great storyline to be in instead of this giant versus giant match here with Omos, putting him in the SmackDown World Cup. I mean, give him a more meaningful storyline to deal with. I mean, fuck, who knows? Repair him with fucking Braun. Let him be repair him with Bray Wyatt. Let him be Bray Wyatt's muscle. Then again, we don't know because the Bray Wyatt story is a totally different thing going on. But to me, it'd definitely be Braun.
my thing is just EO and Dakota, my favorites, but just to put them together and winning the tag team championship, that's cool. But it's just I feel that's a letdown too. And I
Yeah,
also feel Gargano with Dexter Luminous, the whole freaking Mist thing is unwatchable too. It's very boring. They had like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes of just throwing Christmas gifts out. It went nowhere, bro. They bombed on that segment. That's why this week it was the Raw's lowest Raw rating, not all time, but it was there.
what
It was a
was
horrible rating. It
what was
was
the rating?
1.43.
One
It
point
was
four.
yeah, what
Wow.
no, it was like yeah, bro. I think yeah, it was just really low, bro. Really low. Yeah, about 1.3, 1.4. Yeah, really low for sure.
And I mean, there wasn't really anything combating that Monday Night Raw unless Monday Night Football. But normally with Monday Night Football, they're hitting 1.6, 1.7.
That's right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I
you're
don't know
right.
what happened, but I'm just used to seeing it at 2. So let's
Yep.
see
And
what
here,
happens this next Raw.
in my opinion, here's what you do with Gargano, man. You let him play this gimmick with
Let him
those.
wrestle. Let him wrestle. It's
Let him
called Johnny
wrestle.
Wrestling, man. Johnny
But
Wrestling for a reason.
when Tommaso Ciampa is healed and ready, you fucking ignite those two guys into a storyline together, whether it be reforming DIY or rekindling that you know, in fact, they could be setting up for Gargano and Ciampa when Ciampa's healthy. Ciampa is Miz's right hand man right now. Miz and Loomis are a
Oh, that's
storyline.
right. Oh
They could be.
yeah.
You never know.
Damn.
It
I
could be
didn't even
setting
think
up.
of that.
They could be setting up for something
I
beautiful
like
that we
that.
don't know. But let's just let it slow play out for now. But yeah, they gotta let Johnny Gargano wrestle, man. He's
Good
Johnny
call on
wrestling.
that, man. That's
He's
a good
Johnny
one.
wrestling for a
Yeah,
reason. You know what I mean, brother?
that's right. You want to move on to AEW?
Yes, sir. Look going on AEW Dynamite, and fuck if it's I don't know if it's God willing, but for a fourth week in a row, Tony Khan puts on a great episode of Dynamite.
Yeah, dude, Death
Holy
Triangle versus the
shit!
Elite, bro. To start it off, and the hammer on Nick's leg, like all that stuff is, and to have the TNT NBA playoffs theme in the background is
Yep.
amazing. Like that's cool, bro. They're making it like the playoffs. It's badass, bro. I like
Yep.
that they're down 3-1, right? Is it 3-1? And they're
3-1.
gonna come back, and I think they're gonna win the whole thing because that's just classic booking right there.
Yeah, man, it was great spots during that match. My favorite spot was, or not spot, but emotional buildup is, he came back limping to the ring and ready for the
Right.
like,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
but you can't go wrong, man. Kenny Omega and the Elite, or Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks together. Fuck, man. As corny as this sounds, man, they're the ones that's carrying AEW right now,
No,
man.
it's not corny at all because they're the ones that were the first ones to sign with that company. So, nah, man. Like, I don't like those Mark fans saying, "Oh, they're CM Punk, the young," but who cares, bro? I like
Cares,
watching wrestling. I like AEW, and man, let's just continue to watch it because I mean, it's some good stuff. I mean, especially right now with the whole MJF and then MJF backstage talking
Yep,
his
putting that
shit.
promo. Yep,
Yeah, man, I like all that. Ricky Starks too. He went back at him
yep.
too again, and it's just I'm liking this whole thing, man, with MJF and Ricky Starks, the
AEW
two
is
best right now in AEW.
they've caught fire AEW right now, man. There's a lot of great storylines that's going on in that company, and I love it.
Dude, they're gonna be hitting up my hometown this Wednesday. I do
Telling
not
you,
have tickets, but if my boy hits me up, one of my bros hits me up and says, "Hey, you want to go? Shit, let's go, let's
do it,
go."
man. Do it. Telling you, an AEW show. It's okay. It's fucking long because the doors open at about 5 or 6. They film Dark Elevation, which is an hour.
Oh, that's right. You get all
Then
those matches.
you have all
Damn.
there's literally 2 shows before Dynamite live, and then after Dynamite, there's another hour of Rampage. So you're there for like 4 to 5
Dude,
hours.
that's badass. I forgot that they tape
Badass.
Rampage, dude. Oh
They
man,
do.
I'm going. I don't care what's happening, bro.
Oh man,
I'll try to find a way to go, bro.
but
It's just that I blew basically like 5 bills at Royal Rumble, and I was just like, I ain't spending no more. But we'll see. What were you gonna say, bro?
it's a lifetime experience, man. AEW. It was the first time I ever went to a different show outside of the WWE realm. Besides like going to like small indie shows, but man, that AEW show, as much as I wanted to hate on it so much, I fucking couldn't, man.
Nah, yeah, man.
I
That's like
genuinely had fun
you're
that
going
show.
to watch Ring of Honor or New Japan. It's that same style, so it's
Yep.
awesome.
But
Let's talk about Chris Jobber right now. Chris Jericho
Chris Jericho, man. Chris
calling
Jericho.
out these jobbers and listening to the fans by saying, "Oh, well, you never get nobody over," and there you go. I mean, he did it. He did it.
And the guy he put over, Action Andretti, he's not a bad talent either. It's great, Tony Khan ended up signing him after, and hopefully, build him up to be a great guy, get him paid. But fuck, man, you talk about a guy who's a team player, Chris Jericho,
Yeah, that was a great match because like everything kind of was classic about it because
man. Yep.
it was just like the moves, the fans were going wild. He deserved that win because it just made sense. I mean, it was a big pop, bro, for that guy.
And you talk about a guy who's not fucking selfish, man. There's a lot of guys in the business or I'm saying in the business like I was in the fucking business. There's
No,
guys,
you good, you're good.
there's
No,
guys
you're good, bro.
there's guys that have had history in wrestling where they
Yeah,
didn't want to put people over. Prime example, fucking Hogan. It doesn't work for me, brother. You know what I mean? Like, but then
that's right.
you got
Yeah.
guys like Chris Jericho, who's open and willing to help who's genuinely willing to help these new young guys get over and make names.
That's right. Because the last time that he tried to do that, it was against Billy Kidman. Hogan actually on WCW, and that was like the closest thing of trying to get anybody over. But yeah, I do remember that match
Doesn't
with
work for me, brother.
Gilligan.
But but that match was great. My favorite part of AEW Dynamite this week was the return of Hook. Man, Hook came back to aid Jungle Boy after getting attacked at the end of the match. I mean, fuck,
Oh.
man. You don't. Hook doesn't need promo skills. He doesn't. He's great in the fucking ring, dude.
I'm
For
just saying, Excalibur, whatever the fuck you call him.
Excalibur,
Yeah, bro, just stop calling him this. What do they call it? Handsome
the handsome
devil,
devil.
bro. Go fuck yourself. Like that just sounds stupid.
That
But
sounds
yeah,
messy as
this
shit.
dude, you're right, man. This dude has a look, and he can actually wrestle like really good, bro. So
Yep.
I'm liking Hook, but I just cut that crap out already. Like what that.
The handsome devil. It's his dad too, man. Taz on commentary be doing the same shit, man. Like fuck. I'm glad that Taz doesn't play to the tune of, "Oh, that's my son." He plays like Hook's
No,
actually.
that's what's cool about Taz. That he just makes him look tough. He makes him look good. So that's badass.
But you can't make him look tough calling him the handsome devil.
Yeah, like some handsome devil guy. Like it just sounds stupid, man. But,
On soft as baby shit, man. That guy. But Hook is a great fucking talent, dude.
oh yeah, man. I'm glad that you brought that up too, because that's one of my homeboys' favorite wrestler. I was gonna say, Ty Mello versus Ruby. I don't know. Let me just put the elephant in the room real quick. What did she get a nose job?
Who? Timello.
No, Ruby.
Ruby? I have no idea. I didn't notice if
You
she
gotta
did.
check out. You gotta check because before she had a beak on her, and look at it now, bro. She looks. I don't want to be fucked up. I got a big
You know
nose
what?
too, but
No,
I'm
dude,
just like, dude.
Ooh,
Had to bring it up. Had to bring it up.
really. So let
Had
me
to
give you.
address the elephant in the room.
I gotta look at this up now, dude.
Yeah, look it up, man. Hey, that's what it's all about. Wrestling news and brews. It's gonna be more entertaining. We're gonna get more in depth. This is wrestling news and brews for a reason, folks.
Oh yeah, dude. Holy shit. Yeah,
Right? You think so?
the nose looks a lot smaller than what I remember, man.
Yeah, and the commentators were saying, oh, she somebody cracked her nose. I forgot who they're saying that had gave her that injury, but I'm just like,
Yeah,
nah, she got a nose job.
She was out here walking around like the female Triple H on fucking anorexia.
Right,
Fucking,
the female Triple H.
she had that shark boy. She had that fucking shark boy fucking tongue. Damn, that's fucked up. We're teasing her, but whatever.
Hey, MJF and Ricky Starks, bro. I just gotta say, MJF, dude, from the strut that he was doing, from throwing shit at the fans outside the ring. Did you see that he got a right? You remember? Okay, and he got this fans cap and threw it. I don't know if they're planted, bro, but that one looked real. He just got a fans hat and just fucking threw it. I'm just like, dude, that is badass. Like he's being able to do whatever he wants. Like, what the fuck?
You can't tell who's planted and who's not
Mm-hmm.
with MJF because he does that to everybody.
Yeah.
Dick to everybody, and I love it. Keep kayfabe alive, but
hey, when he would throw his gum at people's faces, oh my god, bro! Like this guy has it all.
Yes, dude. If it's 2024, when it comes to 2024, and this guy is as hot on a hot streak as he is right now, he's going to be probably the most well-paid wrestler, either by Tony Khan, who's going to pay him to keep him, or Triple H, who says, "Hey, man, it's been your dream. Get your ass over here." You know,
your dreams. You're right.
Because I mean, Tony Khan can throw as much money as him, but like we always say here on Wrestling News and Brews, if you say as a wrestler that you never wanted to go to WrestleMania and have a WrestleMania moment in WWE, you're a fucking liar.
Right.
And MJF having a WrestleMania moment would be fucking magical, dude. I can't. Oh man, just imagine the storylines with him in there, man.
Fuck. Exactly. Hey, before we get to SmackDown, should we do retro moment of the week, Uce?
Yes, we shall, brother. And how about you go ahead and throw us yours first, my man?
All right. Right now, since we're talking about Monday Night Raw, retro moment of the week, definitely since we're doing they're doing Dexter Lumis versus Miz in a ladder match for a bag of money. When's the last time you've seen this in WWE? I will tell you, sir, this has to be probably my top 5 favorite matches because as a kid, this was my most watched match, bro. No Mercy 1999. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys. They had it was a ladder match. They had the money bag and they had the rights to Terry Runnels,
To Terry,
and
right?
it was 10,000 in cash, and it was for Terry's rights for her to be a manager. And I just got to say, the everything that they did was just so innovating, bro. I don't know how to describe this match because it's just like I remember watching this with my uncle. He was the one that brought me to this to that match to watch that, and I gotta say, man, words cannot describe all the moves they did. It was just innovating, man. All the things, and it looked like it hurt. That's one thing, man. They went through hell. Go fucking watch it, guys. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
definitely.
No Mercy 1999. Go watch that match.
That was when wrestling didn't have any of majority of these, safety protocols. Man, they was fucking
No, they
raw.
were. Oh, you're right
Pile
about that.
drivers,
You're right
fucking
about that.
pile drivers were still a thing. Fucking
Yep.
blading was still a thing,
Yep.
dude.
And
Oh,
just the shots, bro, the ladder shots and all these things that they're doing with them, it was just
chair shots.
amazing.
Do you remember chair shots back in the 90s, man?
Yeah, they were brutal, bro. They were brutal.
Dude,
And I'm glad they kind of took it off because of the whole Chris Benoit thing. But man, I remember they would hit each other fucking hard with that thing.
fuck that. If you guys haven't seen that, please refer to the WWE Network or to Peacock.
Yes, Peacock.
Peacock, No Mercy, 1999. So for my retro moment of the week,
Yes, sir.
since we're talking about Asuka, kind of uh, reverting back to her Kana phase, there's a retro moment, a match that happened uh, in Japan years ago, and this was between Kana
Ooh.
and Meiko Satomura, who's in NXT. Meiko Satomura is one of the most legendary female Joshi wrestlers who also started within WC, who had her North American start with WCW back in the day, and now she's in NXT. Probably the longest tenured current female star in WWE right now who's still active. But if you go and watch this Kana versus Meiko match, it's in a small Japanese hall, and the Japanese crowds, they're quiet. You know what I mean? They applause at spots. They're very respectful.
Real,
So
real
during
respectful. They want to
during
watch it all. Like in
they do. They fucking do. They want to embrace it, and it's great. It's respectful to the wrestlers. So when they're having this great fucking match, the lights are dimmed to like a blue or red hue during the match. Like it's
Mhm.
blue in there, and there's a guy sitting on the stage with the those Japanese guitars, those little those like you ever watch samurai
Oh,
movies?
okay. Like
He
okay.
plays it through the whole fucking match, so it's like you're watching a samurai movie.
Wow.
If you have the chance, just look up Kana versus Meiko Satomura. It's a work of fucking art. That's my retro moment of the week, man. It's
Hey,
not retro.
send it to me on YouTube, bro, if you can. I'm
I
hooked. I want
will.
to see that. I want to
I'll
see
send
that.
it to you. I'm telling you, Jesco, you probably never seen something. I've never seen something like this. This match was fucking beautiful from top to bottom, man. It was great.
Oh man, I gotta
And this
definitely
is
check that out. The way you made it seem with the lights and the music, I gotta see
uh,
that. That has to be captivating for
it
sure if
is.
you're watching a match like that.
It's Japanese strong style Joshi wrestling. So these girls are taking shots like fucking chops look devastating.
As
Fucking
it should be, as it
kicks
should
and
be, man.
punches are devastating, man. Oh,
Nice.
that was my retro moment of the week. We want to hop over to rumor of the week since we're here.
Yeah, let's do room. That's exactly what I was. I'm glad we're on the same page, Juice, because yeah,
Yep.
that's exactly we're doing rumor of the week, and then we'll head on to SmackDown. But you should start this one first, my brother.
So for my rumor of the week is it's been running through the mills about Sasha Banks'
Right
relationship with WWE at the
there,
time.
you
So
go. That's right.
apparently what's going around the mills is that her contract ends at the beginning of 2023, and that her agreement to end her contract had already been done with WWE during the summer. So as of 2023, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Varnado is a free agent, which is allowing her to appear in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, that answers our question
Yeah,
from a couple weeks ago, like what is it going to happen? So we know for sure that as of 2023, she's a free agent. She's going to go to New Japan, do Wrestle Kingdom, and then from that point on, we don't know. It's still up in the air. She still could get signed by either AEW or with New Japan or WWE. She could be a surprise entrant in the Rumble.
she's closer to AEW because since they kind of have a connection right there, they're
Yeah.
actually doing business together. Real quick about that. Did you hear the rumors about her contract?
With WWE. No, I didn't.
Sasha, yeah, because they're negotiating a new contract, and the thing that she was basically looking for that Charlotte Becky Lynch contract, that type of money. And I mean, this goes beyond that, because on that Steve Austin podcast, she was addressing that shit too. Like, oh no, I'm gonna get paid what I'm worth. So when she goes to those Comic Cons and all those little things where they have a meet and greet,
Yeah,
she wants Hulk Hogan money. She wants Undertaker money. And I'm just like, I don't know where she got all this self-entitlement where she thinks she's worth that, but that's what she wants. When she wanted to come back, she wanted to have that Charlotte money. She wanted to have that Becky money. But yeah, she might deserve it, whatever. But I'm just like, why do you put yourself that, like, you're not, to me, you're not that good.
no,
You're
you're
all
not. She's not.
she can hang with Charlotte and Becky, but she's to me, she's not there, man.
No, dude, she's not. You
I don't
talk.
know. A lot of people will hate me for that one, but it's just, I don't know, bro. I just don't see it. I don't like her, like the way she laughs. It just sounds like
It
the
sounds
stuff that she.
felt very corny to me, man.
Yeah, it's real
A lot of it's
corny, real
forced.
cringe. There's a lot
Cringe.
of
There's a word.
cringe moments, bro. A lot of cringe moments with that lady. I don't know what she thinks of half the time, but she thinks she's gonna go ha 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 and do this like thing. I don't know. I don't know. She's not worth the money.
She's
But
not. She's asking what was it, like 30 grand for appearances and stuff
for
like that.
appearances, just for like a meet and greet, go fuck yourself. I don't know. I don't know where you thought of that, Sasha, but not even Stone Cold. Oh yeah, Stone Cold, but that, I mean, those are legends that deserve it. You
Yep.
barely, like, you've been in WWE for like what, 5 years? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
she's not a very smart person to try and make deals like that, especially with Triple H about or with WWE about
Right,
wanting that Becky money and that Charlotte money. I'm like, dude,
right.
you're probably one of the most unprofessional fucking workers to do what you did. Like, I get it. You don't agree with she didn't agree with what they were doing with their storyline, and but I mean, it's your fucking job, dude. You
Yeah,
just go in, do the job,
and do
do
the
the
best you
job,
can. That's it.
and
That's all.
you go to work, bro. That's the fucking thing. Undertaker, right? Undertaker. Chris Jericho talked on the podcast with Steve Austin. So he was gonna Vince presented the idea with him about hey, you're gonna wrestle Fandango at WrestleMania. It's gonna be Fandango's debut, and Jericho was pissed about it, you know. So he went to Undertaker, and Undertaker told him, "Do it, just fucking do it." You know it, and that's the mentality of these talent nowadays who think that they're above everybody else and above the business. That they can't. They just want to do whatever the fuck they want. When you sign a contract, bro, you fucking abide by that contract through and through. And she fucking walked out, and she expects money, more money than a lot of the talent who's been there busting their
Right.
ass.
She's the one that walked out. You just said it right there, man. And
She's the
that
one that walked
Undertaker
out.
advice is true, man, because that match, I still remember it. It was a great match. Fandango versus Chris Jericho at
Yeah,
WrestleMania 29. What was that? 29, I believe.
28, 29. I just
29.
remember the entire crowd was singing his fucking theme, Fandango.
Yeah, that's
It was
why,
his
like,
debut, man.
Jericho even said after that match that he was proud of that match, and I
Yep.
mean, he should be, because that was a great match. It's memorable. So I mean, to Undertaker saying something like that, yeah, he knows what he's talking about,
He
because
is, man.
you're getting him over and you're looking good. You have your own one-on-one match. That's rare for
Right.
WrestleMania. You know what I mean? A lot of
Getting
people
that
are,
WrestleMania
even
check,
Dolph
baby.
Ziggler was busting his ass, bro, to go on a one-on-one match, and he finally got that after what, 10 years.
Right.
My rumor of the week, Uce, I gotta say, I don't know if I brought this up last week. I think I did. I think this is some old notes that I have. I think it was Brock Lesnar versus Gunther at WrestleMania 39. I don't know if I,
Yeah,
I don't know if I brought that up last week. I think I did.
you
But
did.
besides that, I just want to say Vince McMahon returning to the WWE. Let's address that right now. I don't know, guy. I don't know what you smoking on or drinking on, or I don't know if you're just insane. Being in your house alone, some house arrest, garbage. That's where you should really be at. I don't
Yep.
know, Vince. Especially the stuff that's bring like the 30 after 30 years that he did in the past with those two women that are telling him all these allegations. Get your ass back to court, wait a whole couple years, and then we'll see if you're ready to come back. Because nah, this is not done. I was just telling King Bresco was pissed, man. and he was just like, he's going to court, bro. He
He
ain't
has
coming
to.
to WWE.
He has to, man. I mean, but he shouldn't be coming back. He has to go to court. He has to, fight out
It's
these
not over.
allegations. It's
Yeah, it's
not,
not over
dude.
yet. Yeah.
There's no point in trying to come back and uh bring scrutiny to the product. Like, it's only going to make things worse for WWE if they bring him back. If he comes
And
back.
man, Stephanie and Triple H are managing it like so much better, bro. I see all
Yeah.
the things that they do, all the donations, all these things that they're doing. They're just moving it up more. It's just uh and then especially what Triple H is doing with the gates. I mean,
Mhm.
everything is selling. Like even the Alamo Dome sold out. Like it's
The
just
Alamo
amazing.
Dome is sold the fuck out, dude.
It should be by now. So it's
Holy
just
shit.
yeah, let's go.
Uh,
Moving on to SmackDown. Oos. We better start this one
SmackDown.
off.
Yes. So SmackDown, hands down, probably the not weird, but it's kind of like it was so refreshing to see a fucking hype crowd, man. You put any show
So it's about
in Chicago, that fucking crowd is gonna be fucking popping, man.
right. And Philadelphia is lit
And
too.
Philly, yep, and Philly. We'll get to Philly in a bit. That's my moment of the week. But uh, SmackDown, main points of SmackDown that happened. Sami Zayn shows up, opening up the show in that stretch SUV, coming out with the Usos. He's faded up on the side, his
And
beard
this is what I
trimmed.
had on my I didn't put this down on the notes, but when I saw that, I'm just like, okay, well, this is a good way to have Sami Zayn just like, oh no, you know what? I'm not gonna look good and do all these extra things. That's what I was telling my brother. Like, it just seems like that kind of angle where it's just like Kevin Owens is just like telling them, hey, bro, I mean, look what they're doing to you. Like you're talking some sort of way, you're dressing this way. You're not you. You're
Yeah,
changing, and I feel like that's gonna be. It's just enough is enough for Sammy. Like I feel like it's going that way. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, you can kind of see the you can kind of see like his character kind of fluttering in between like defending Owens and being Uce, but eventually I feel like he's gonna get driven out by the bloodline, and he's gonna eventually go back to Kevin Owens because you can it doesn't matter what he does at this point, honestly, because he's fucking great at
Yeah.
whatever he does. He's such a sponge to everything, man, where he can just soak up whatever's going on and just kind of roll with what Sami Zayn has a great history. That look at his WrestleMania match with fucking Johnny Knoxville. Nobody could pull that shit off, but
So
he did.
entertaining.
Yo,
So entertaining.
you put him
Wow.
in any angle in any storyline, and Sami Zayn will make that shit money, dude. I promise. But
Exactly.
uh, going off on SmackDown, another thing that happened. Uncle Howdy debuted, right?
I think to me, just to save a little bit time, that is my moment of the week right there. The whole
Oh
Uncle
shit!
Howdy part, the debut of Uncle Howdy, and just LA Knight imitating Wyatt's voice, bro, had me fucking
Yeah,
laughing, bro. Like this guy is already the Rock, bro. He's stone cold.
LA Knight is great
Push
on the
him
fucking
to the
mic.
fucking moon, guy, because
Yep.
this guy can talk. He looks the part. I mean, it's just so like this is genius by Triple H. Most of his things, it's kind of like hit or miss. But when it comes to like angles like these, there you go, man. That's why he's in charge because of that.
Yep.
And then to see Howdy, let's laugh a little bit about this guy because he looks short as shit, right? Then he look like a gnome or something. Like
He
this guy looks
does.
short, so I'm thinking maybe it's Bo Dallas. What do you think?
I fucking hope it's not Bo Dallas because that guy does not look like Bo Dallas. If it is Bo Dallas, then fucking I don't know if Bo Dallas got it stuck in a dryer and
My
shrunk
bro,
because that
my
boy
bro was my bro was telling me that it might be just like
a
just
backstage guy.
yeah, just like somebody they just use just to bring him up. But
And then at
it's
the next was I think PLE probably at Rumble when they inevitably book this match, he's gonna unveil himself as Bo Dallas, which would be great. To let Bo Dallas come out fucking looking jacked, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh,
but Uncle Howdy, I just see like if they're gonna put this guy on there, what is he? Is he a wrestler? Is he a manager? What do you think, Oos?
I think they need. I think they're probably gonna pair him as like maybe like a not a higher power, but like kind of like a
The main
um,
guy that's telling like your Paul Heyman, so to speak,
they're
right?
Paul Heyman of the
Yeah.
Wyatt Six. I will see.
Okay. I like that.
See where it goes. But I think if they do eventually unveil Uncle Howdy, it's gonna be someone no one's expecting. You know what I mean? We'll see. They had there's Vincent and Dutch from Ring of Honor who are rumored to also be a part of that faction, and
Oh shit.
they were
Okay.
actually live at NXT Live a couple weeks ago in the crowd. So some people make comparisons to Uncle Howdy being Dutch from that faction, but we never know. Either way, it's gonna be great because Bray Wyatt's fucking fire right now, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, speaking of Bray Wyatt, if you guys haven't done so, hop on to Spotify or Apple Music because Code Orange released Shadow.
Yes,
I've been
and even
playing
on
that shit.
WWE Music on YouTube. So
I've been
yeah,
playing
let's
that shit
go.
every fucking morning, bro. That song is fucking.
Spotify, it's about time, man. I was waiting for the debut of that song.
Yep,
So that's to me, that's gonna be my go-to when I work out for sure. Like it's
definitely.
that's on the top of the list for sure.
So
Let's move on to Ricochet versus Gunther. Very,
banger,
very physical. Very
banger,
physical.
fucking
This
banger,
guy can
banger,
work
dude.
just like Brock Lesnar can work with little guys, man. Like
Yep.
he's already done it with Ricochet, he's done it with Rey Mysterio. You
Well,
can see he can work with anybody and
he's had
everyone.
history with a lot of smaller guys back to his PWG days and independent days. He wrestled Ricochet a couple of times in PWG over in Reseda, California, dude. And
Damn, hell
those
yeah.
matches are on YouTube and they're fucking great. But this match but today with WWE's camera angles and their production team, this
Right,
match looked fucking awesome, dude.
right.
I loved it, man.
It was just
Ricochet,
hard hitting, bro. Like, man, how many times did he get chopped in the chest, bro? He made the, I mean, just like what he did to Sheamus, man, he's doing that to everyone. He's
yep,
bringing what a man should be in wrestling. Like,
yep.
remember those hard hitters back in the day? I mean, there's a lot of names to talk about,
There's a
but
lot of big guys who were just physical. You talk about guys like
physical,
uh,
stiff wrestlers.
physical stiff wrestlers, man. Like for example,
Let's
fucking
talk about Brody. Shout out to Brody. Rest
Brody,
in peace. Yeah, man.
Brody Lee, another big man who was very physical in the ring. Fuck, Undertaker, another Kane, big
Undertaker.
physical guys.
Yeah.
But Gunther has this aura about him that's just no. I'm not a gimmick. I'm not a character. I'm just a fucking ring general. This is what a wrestler is supposed to look
Yeah,
like.
it's not about my
Look
mic
like
skills or how I look. It's about
he doesn't
what
even give that
what
shit.
he does in that ring.
And he does
Sacred. The ring is sacred.
sacred. That's why they dust their feet off before they walk into the ring.
Right.
They respect this great sport, man.
Exactly.
Restoring honor to this great sport, which is awesome. SmackDown overall was fucking great, dude. I had no complaints. But the best part about SmackDown was the fucking ending.
Wait. I thought you were gonna say the best part of SmackDown is when Top Dollar fell over the rope.
There's a reason I skipped past that match. That match oh my gosh.
Bro.
Oh, brother. We like
And Michael Cole played it off well. He's just like, oh well, that's why he doesn't do that.
Fuck. We go back to your previous question in the beginning of the episode where you asked, who's the guys who've kind of been the biggest letdowns of this Triple H return regime?
Right. And we're
It's
talking about that.
Top Dollar and B Fab because Ashante the Adonis is actually really fucking
You could see
talented.
potential with that guy, and
Yes, you
a
can.
lot of people can see that too.
Yeah,
He has great mic skills, bro, and he has a
great.
style. So that's they're right. The wrestling fans are right, man. They should have brought this crew back when fucking Swerve Scott
Where
was
was
signed with
free.
WWE, like because it
Yep.
makes no sense.
It
And they're
makes
getting a tag team championship match. Oh my god, good lord. Let's
jeez,
move
man.
on to fucking Roman Reigns promo, bro.
Throughout that promo, you see Sami Zayn, I'm his only friend, and then Roman, that stern look. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker messed up. And then he said he gave early in the episode he told Adam Pearce, go and tell Bobby pick his tell Kevin Owens pick his partner. Lo and behold, the greatest fucking wrestler the ruthless aggression era and the PG era, John Cena is
John
returning to
Cena,
SmackDown
man.
December oh,
Hey, and this is what I'm thinking, Oos. I just feel since we see Kevin Owens and Cena are teaming up for Roman and Sammy, I can see potentially, man, this being a triple threat for Royal Rumble and a Hell in a Cell match at that. Let's do Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens versus John Cena at Royal Rumble. Let's see that. I want to see that. Triple threat. Let's fucking go, man. Because we already know Roman's retaining. Let's make it
yeah.
spectacular. Like, who cares about Owens? Let's put Cena in the mix. Let's go. I
You
mean,
know what?
that's
I
what I
know,
would do.
I know why you're saying it. It's because you're gonna be there live.
I want to see that. Let's see that. I want to see a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. That way I can see it live.
So, so actually, so they're gonna do that tag team match December 30th in Tampa.
Right.
December 29th, which is your boy's fucking birthday. I'm gonna
Oh,
be in Miami for the holiday tour live show, which is the day before that SmackDown.
hell yeah.
Praying to the wrestling gods, like fuck, if John Cena can just make one special appearance in Miami the night before instead of going straight
Dude,
to Tampa,
you never know.
I'm going fucking nuts, bro. I swear to God, I'm already gonna
Hey,
get drunk as shit. I'm gonna sing along to Bray Wyatt's theme song live.
well, I
Why
can't
not?
wait. I can't wait for that to happen, man, because it's gonna, hey, you better enjoy that damn birthday, man.
Oh, you
Hell yeah. It's
damn
gonna be
right, bro.
extra special for sure.
I'm gonna make sure I get a lot of recordings of that damn show. We're gonna have a great episode that week. I'll
Nah,
tell
that's
you
gonna
that.
be awesome, man. Real quick about Cena, it just feels like something changed with him. I feel he's not that corny anymore. Like, especially like his acting, like that promo he did. It's more of the peacemaker now. It's more of that Hollywood Cena. I'm loving Hollywood Cena
Yep.
because he doesn't seem cringe to me no more. He doesn't seem like right now he looks like an actor. It's like
Yep.
Hollywood changed this man for the better because he was too corny before, the stupid facial expressions and
Right.
it's just the way he carried himself. Now it just seems we have the real Hollywood Cena, man. That's gonna be great for the future for sure.
Fuck, just
He
give
he
me
needed that.
one promo with Cena just fucking ragging on people like how we did in the Ruthless Aggression, and
Right. Where
I'm
is that
sold.
Cena, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I feel like he can come back with this Triple H regime, man. I don't
For
know,
sure,
but
for sure.
let's let's go ahead and move to the ending segment of our episode, like we do every week. What is your moment of the week, Jescomayne?
Moment of week. I definitely addressed it on this SmackDown episode for
That's
sure.
right,
And
my fault.
yeah, and it's no, you're good, but it's just the whole the all the clips that they were doing on the Titantron, like they're just running everything back of all these like basically not a vignette, but just of all these things that were happening between Wyatt and LA Knight. And it just feels like when basically when they do this match at Royal Rumble, I feel like it's gonna be something. It's gonna be the debut of the Wyatt Six, possibly. So
Yep.
that is definitely the moment of the week for me because I'm just saying LA Knight and Wyatt to me right now, it's the best thing going right now on television. I'm not playing around.
There has to be a big payoff to all of this. I mean, all
Right,
this
right.
anticipation and hype week after week. There has to be one big payoff, and
Yes,
at that
sir.
PLE at Royal Rumble, you never. It could be it, and I'm excited. That's why this Royal Rumble is probably the most highly anticipated Royal Rumble in the last few decades.
That's for
Okay.
sure. And then they got a whole month to promote it because there's no
Yep.
pay-per-view till January. So
Yep.
what's your moment of the week, Goose?
So I got two.
Okay.
Number one is the moment of the week. Number one moment of the week for me that we didn't even talk about on the NXT part is that Mandy Rose was released from
Oh
NXT,
shit, yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh, they shouldn't have fired her because of this, man." Let's cut through the fucking bullshit, dude.
Did you see
Let's
the
cut through
pictures,
the.
Goose?
You see
Yeah.
the pictures? Like, did you see like this is shit that she was told in her contract not to do. There's parameters in her contract of stuff she can post and she cannot post, and she said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this," and she did it. So her firing was so justifiable, and a lot of
For
people said
sure.
well. They presented her like that, like yeah, they presented her like that to be this very colorful character who shows off, who sells a sex appeal, but they're not gonna fucking pose her to fucking, hey, go and take these fucking pictures with your fiance. Like,
Hey,
that's
all
not
I
it.
gotta say, kids
Uh,
are watching that shit, and you see a fucking man right behind her, both
right,
naked. What the fuck you think is going on?
right.
So, to those kids watching that shit or looking that shit up, I mean, WWE was right by doing it, and they did it
Yep,
at the right time. I mean, it was
very justified.
it
Those
was
are
great
justified.
timing too, because I mean, who knows what else you could have got and away with. But the thing is, like, you're getting WWE views, like you're a big star, and you don't think that makes all these guys want to see you and all this shit. Like that's what I'm
Yep,
saying. Like
they've got all.
WWE is smart
Yeah.
by firing her for sure, man.
They are, and people were complaining like, "Well, when Paige's stuff got leaked and when Tony Storm stuff,
She
they
didn't
didn't fire
promote none
them."
of that.
I
She
was
didn't
like,
promote
"That's the
any of
thing.
it.
Like, there's a difference between your private stuff that you
Right.
didn't want people to see gets
Yeah.
leaked illegally
Exactly.
versus you willingly posting it for the world to see."
Yeah.
She went and did that on her own accord, which, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude, you just don't do that kind of shit, bro. Especially if
And
you're
she
under
goes,
contract.
I'm surprised by this. Oh my god, like that was a stupid
Terrible, dude.
comment.
Like, it's
Damn.
very terrible, but it's justified, man. But my second moment of the week that I want to
Yes,
talk
sir.
about, Jescomayne, is actually an out of WWE and out of AEW spectrum. It's this past weekend in Philly, there was uh a house show. It was a live event for House of Glory called BCW Tribute to the Extreme, which brought back all a majority of the original ECW wrestlers back on full show.
Whoa,
So you had
damn.
guys like RVD, Shane Douglas,
What
Sandman,
the
Super
hell?
Crazy, Juventud Guerrera. Everybody was there.
Shit.
It was a great show. If you want to look it up, there's some clips on Twitter of it. Of course, they're not as great as they were in the ring, and you know what I mean. There wasn't really too many spots, but just to see these guys who have
Their names.
formatted, you know what I mean. They're because ECW originally were the ones who set that format for the over the edge added. They're the motivation for the Attitude Era. So to
Yeah.
see these guys, still alive and doing it, man, it's great to see that. So
Yeah, I mean all
that
the
was
names, those are names for sure. I mean everybody knows those names by now. I mean,
yep.
that's awesome, bro.
And if you don't, you can go on the Peacock and go ahead and look at all the classic
Hey,
ECW shit.
I'm not making fun of the AEW fans, but you can see where the ECW fans went.
Yeah, you can see where they all went. You can see them in the crowd space. You know what I mean? I'm like, golly.
I had to bring that one up. This just in case my friends are
You
watching,
see-
they'll crack at that one because we're just talking about the AEW fans.
Yep, that's very passionate, and you can still see, the you can see the age in their beards, man. You know what I mean?
I definitely gotta watch that because man, showing off all the ECW guys like super crazy, all those guys that you're naming,
Crazy, man.
Sandman, RVD.
Shane Douglas,
I
man.
just hope one day
Sabu.
they get RVD back in WWE, like as something. I don't even care if he's a manager, bro. Like,
Let
just
him
bring
manage
that man
Riddle,
back.
man. Let him manage
Yeah,
Riddle.
right.
Since WWE doesn't test for THC anymore,
Nah.
let him come on screen stoned
Oh,
every week.
as a matter of fact, man, I'm glad that he took WWE's the rehab. Like Jeff Hardy didn't do that because it's Jeff Hardy, but Riddle actually took that rehab from WWE. Congrats, man. Just
Yep.
want to say Riddle, man, congrats. So that was awesome, man, to hear that. That just shows that he wants to change because he
Yep.
actually went to rehab. So I can't hate on the guy. I mean, he did what he did, but nothing but respect from my end because
Yep.
he went to rehab. A salutes to that guy for sure.
Hell yeah. But this was a great episode of Wrestling News and Brews, man. It's our 5th episode and it's going great, man. So thank you guys all for tuning in this week. Tune in next week where we'll have more from you for the wrestling world. Other than that, too sweet.
Too sweet, brother. Shout out to my boy Uce Juice. Jescomayne signing out.
Signing out.